If you've never tried a Parsi Mawa cake, get ready. You're in for a treat. Hi, you're with Wendy and Shannon. This iconic Mumbai bakery favorite is rich, nostalgic, and melts in your mouth. Let's go. Okay, first things first, let's preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. And now that we've done that, let's grease and line 7 mini loaf pans and keep them aside for later. Now grab a mixing bowl and toss in 125 grams of butter and 130 grams of white granulated sugar. We're going to cream them together until it turns pale, light and fluffy. Once you're done, it should feel like a cloud. This is what gives the cake that soft, melt in your mouth texture. Next, we're going to add 3 large eggs which are at room temperature, and we're going to add them one at a time, beating till just incorporated. We're going to keep our mixer on a low speed and take our time with this step. Let's give the bowl a scrape before splashing in 1 teaspoon of a pure vanilla extract. Before we crank up the speed of the mixer to beat the batter till it thickens up and looks glossy. Now it's time for the dry ingredients. So we're going to take another small bowl and add in 125 grams of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder, a hint of freshly grated nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt to bring out all the flavors. Let's whisk that all together till it's well combined. Now that we've done that, we're going to grate 130 grams of mawa or khoya, and you're going to use a fine grate to grate it. A little tip here is that if the mawa is a little bit chilled, it's easier to grate it. Okay, now let's add the dry ingredients to the batter, and with the mixer on stir, we're going to mix it till it's just incorporated. You do not want to overmix the batter. And once you do not see any traces of the dry ingredients, it's time to scrape down the bowl and add in the grated mawa. And with your mixer on a medium speed, you're going to mix the batter till it's all well combined. A tip here is I always like to finish mixing my cake batters by hand. So we're going to scrape down the bowl one more time, and then we're going to finish mixing the batter with a spatula using the cut and fold method. We're going to bring back those mini loaf pans that we had lined, and we're going to place them all in a tray. Now you could either use a trigger release ice cream scoop for a clean transfer of the batter, or you could just pour the batter into each of the mini trays. Once you've divided the batter equally in the 7 mini loaf pans, you're going to use your spatula and even it out on the top. It's time to bake the cakes, but before we do that, we're going to give them a little tap to release any air pockets that may be there inside the batter. And now we're going to pop these into our preheated oven and bake them for approximately 25 to 28 minutes, or until the tops turn a beautiful golden brown, or a toothpick inserted into the center of the cakes come out clean. Okay, I know this is hard, but we're going to have to leave them to cool for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Then we're carefully going to unmold them and peel off the parchment paper. Oh my goodness, look at that. They're best served warm with a cup of chai, and there you've got a bite of Mumbai's sweet, unforgettable flavor right at home. And now it's time to give the Mawa cakes a taste. And I'm really excited, but before we do that, if you've not subscribed to our channel and enjoy trying out recipes that turn out right every time, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. And while you're at it, press the bell icon to get a notification every time we upload a new video. And follow us on all our socials. Now let's give the Mawa cakes a taste. Wow, just look at that crumb. Perfect. Wow. And there's nothing better than a cup of hot chai to go along with it. Cheers. Lovely. Wow, these Mawa cakes are dangerously delicious. They're buttery, they have just the right amount of flavor of mawa, and they melt in your mouth. I hope you give this recipe a try because these Mawa cakes are going to take you right back to Mumbai. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.